Okay, welcome back, everybody. Well, this is exciting today, not because of what happened with the market, but what didn't happen with the market. So what happened today was we had a nice tight consolidation in the market. If you go and look at hourly charts, for instance, of the S&P and that, you'll see it's just kind of tightening, tightening, tightening. We love to see that after a big explosion like yesterday where we were absorbing all of the interest rate, information. So with that being said, what ended up happening here was we had a big move up and then we had a tight pullback here, which basically makes what I call a fishhook strategy. And so I like to see those because what I want to see then is, can we have the big up bar, the tight second bar, and then can we start to push back off again? So I'm going to be watching that because remember, there's a lot of room to grow up to the upside here. That can make sort of some great trading opportunities in that region there. And of course, if it gets beyond that level, well, then we have a lot more that can happen there as well. So it just opens up tons of different intraday and end of day, swing trading, multi-week type strategies. So very exciting time here. What we don't want to see happen with this is going to be a short-term failure where it actually rolls back down. So we're going to be watching for that to, and just make sure. So basically, we want to make sure that the buy buys here. If the sell comes down, we start to push back down. That could actually lead to some aggressive selling. So we're going to be watching that very closely because when the buys don't buy there, like I said, for instance, like right over here, when it pulled back, you can see here, pull back, and it actually comes back down. That can lead to some aggressive selling. So either way, it's going to lead to some exciting moves, and that's the exciting part there. But keep this in mind that that's where we stand right now. We want to see, can we get follow through from this positive divergence that we had that got us back up into this falling resistance that we're watching so closely now on the weekly chart. Remember, we were watching the midpoint. We were holding there for weeks. Now we went and got to the top edge here, but the last couple times we've gotten to the top edge of the channel, well, bad things kind of happen, as you can see here. So we want to see, do we finally get through here, which could lead to some phenomenal short covering rallies, really, fresh money coming in, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to be watching all of that very, very closely. So that's the exciting news. The other exciting news is, obviously, right after I taught the class yesterday, you guys were able to put into action the things that we went ahead and talked about. And so, don't forget, with Saturday morning, we're doing the final class of the year, and it will be, there should say, the final class of several months. We're not going to be doing this for a while. My all-important, my most powerful strategies, so those are the ITP strategies. You are not going to want to miss that class because, as you guys got to see by the end of the class yesterday, the things we talked about were happening. And then right after that, then of course the big interest rate news came out, and then all those signals fired off to the long side. That led to trading for me, multiple trades. I know several of you it led to trades, and so we do not want to miss this final opportunity of the year for my most powerful strategies that are applicable, to serious traders and investors and those that are struggling. So join me this Saturday, one final time live, for my most powerful strategies, which is going to be the 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, 7 a.m. Pacific. And I cannot wait to see you there. Do it one more time because obviously as things are coiling up here, we're getting ready for another big move. So let's get you prepared for that. Okay? Have a great rest of the night. We'll see you shortly. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.